I know I'm late, but I was at a hotel room and didn't have access to my microphone, so my bad. As you probably already noticed, me and 6 other creators received their own custom skins in TDS. In this video, I'll be showcasing and ranking every single one of these towers, giving my personal opinion of how good they are. So don't take it personal, guys. First off, I'm gonna start with my own skin, the Corso Crook Boss. At this level, it has a big blue head, a white undershirt, a belt, gray pants, and a custom gun based on the server icon of my Discord server. At level 1, it gets a white hat and a black suit. At level 2, it gets a pair of black sunglasses and an earpiece. At level 3, it has a different animation, a purple flannel, and a new gun which has a little blue head trinket on it. At a max level, it now has a blue head mafia badge, which is unfortunately kind of hidden, and a white jacket on its back. Unfortunately, the units are currently the same. However, once the Crook Boss rework comes out, there are actually custom models that will be used. In my opinion, which is definitely not biased, this is a 10 out of 10 skin. Real talk, I really do like the design, and I think the max level looks fantastic. And I also just think it's so cool to be inside of a game that I've put so much time on. However, I can't wait to see how it looks with the Crook Boss rework, having some refreshed animations and the custom units. Next up, with the Wikia Colors Engineer skin. At level 0, it has a brown fedora with a green leaf on it, a white skin color, and a black suit. At level 1, it gets a pair of play button headphones. At level 2, he gets a red play button on his back. At level 3, he gets a black mask. At level 4, he now has a silver play button on his back. At level 5, he now has a golden play button on his back. And at max level, he now has a robot arm and a diamond play button. While the sentries currently have their default design, he does actually have some custom sentries that will be added later. Overall, I kind of think the base skin is a little bit boring, as the upgrades don't really change that much other than the play button on his back. However, the sentries are really cool and probably the best looking sentry designs of any skin. And while the skin is a little bit basic, I think the consistency between the levels is a neat detail, as it references how he's able to consistently stretch his videos to be 8 minutes long to get extra money. If you ignore his content, the skin is actually pretty cool. The base tower is simple but clean, and the turrets look really cool. So 8 out of 10. Next up, we have the Elite Accelerator. At level 0, it has a big black top hat, a monocle, and a black outfit with blue lightning bolts. Also, when attacking, it spins a crystal just like the Mage Accelerator. At level 1, it gets a blue fire on his monocle. At level 2, it gets some blue lightning bolts surrounding his body. At level 3, it gets blue fire surrounding his wrists. At level 4, it gets a pair of wings on its back. At a max level, it now has some red lightning surrounding his body. His crystal has turned red and purple, and his wings are now black and blue. The skin low-key looks sick. I like all the blue fire and lightning, and although I do think the red is a bit of a weird contrast, it's pretty cool. My only complaint with the skin is the fact that the first couple of levels are pretty bland, and level 0 looks really chunky for some reason. Regardless, I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10. It has an awesome max level, but it's just held back by his earlier levels. Next up, we have the Squeaking Minigunner. At level 0, he has a silly looking face, a purple and cyan suit, an orange minigun, and an interesting looking backpack. At level 1, it gets a top hat with a flower and some feathers. At level 2, it gets a pair of blue sunglasses. At level 3, it gets some gold plating across his body. And at max level, its color palette changes to black, gold, and cyan, and his top part now has some fire coming out of its head. The max level is definitely a big improvement from the earlier levels, as the purple and cyan, while it is unique, is kind of a weird combination of colors. Still, while I'm not a huge fan of the skin, I think the max level really carries it, so I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Next up, we have the Egg Cryptic Commander. At level 0, it has a watermelon helmet, suit, tie, stand, and it's holding a watermelon slice which it randomly chews on. At level 1, it gets some eyeball glasses and a pair of watermelon gloves. Nothing changes at level 2, and unfortunately, it doesn't have a unique sound effect when it uses its ability. At level 3, for some reason it turns blue, and at max level, the watermelon suit becomes red, and its eyes become significantly longer. This is a really neat skin, not only having a clean design, but being really funny. I especially like the really long eyes, and the watermelon fit is super fresh. I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10. However, it will be 10 out of 10 if they had used this voice line instead of the base one.
Watermelon!
Next up, we have the Propellers Ranger. It has black hair, a worried face, a blue shirt, and a blue gun. Nothing changes at level 1. At level 2, it gets a giant high-tech backpack. At level 3, it gets some glasses on his hat and a pair of black gloves. And at max level, its backpack gets even bigger, has a bunch of stickers on it, and its gun now has some red lining on it. This skin is fantastic. The level of detail that went into its backpack is amazing, and I love the stickers that are put onto it. Everything looks super clean, none of the colors stick out, and there's not really anything for me to complain about. So I'm gonna give this a 10 out of 10. Last, but definitely not least, with the Isaac Warden. At level 0, it has green eyes, a flowery Hawaiian shirt, brown pants, and a knife as a weapon. It's also the only one of these skins to have a unique animation, stabbing enemies with its knife. At level 1, it gets a pair of black gloves. At level 2, its knife turns gray and black. At level 3, it gets a pair of sunglasses and its knife turns orange. And at max level, it gets a black suit, a spiked and pointy helmet, a neon blade. Its shield has this weird stuffed animal on it. It has the same stuffed animal on its back, and a couple extra knives just in case. This skin is amazing. The first levels look really clean, and the max level looks so intimidating. Also, I love the fact that it has a custom animation, and that really makes it stand out against the other content creator skins. Because of that, and its great design, I'm gonna give this one another 10 out of 10. It might honestly be one of my favorite Warden skins. But with that, that's it for this video. Let me know in the comments down below which one of these is your favorite. And if you enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to join the Bluehead Mafia. Also, if you want to talk to me, consider joining my Discord server. There's a link in the pinned comment. I'll see you guys in the next one.